Question 50. If f and g are functions where f of x is equal to the cubic of x minus 10 of square of x plus 27x minus 18, and g of x is equal to the cubic of x minus square of x minus 6x, which of the following gives the relationship between f and g? Okay, so let's see. Let's check all of the answer choice and see which ones will give will transform the f into g. Which operation? First one, g of x is equal to 3 of x, 3 of fx. So if we multiply 3 by the whole of fx here, so let me multiply 3 by whole of this, then 3 will multiply by each individual element inside the bracket here. Will be multiplied by the coefficient of each element will be multiplied by 3, and therefore the coefficient, I mean, for example, the coefficient of the cubic x will be 3, right? Because before that is 1, so 1 multiplied by 3 will be 3. So the coefficient after multiply this, doing this operation will be 3. But g of x has a coefficient of only 1, right? Coefficient of the cubic x here only 1. So A is wrong because it won't give fx by multiplying 3. To It would give gx by multiplying 3 to fx. So let's try b. B is minus 3, so let's take here and just minus 3. So if we just take this whole fx and minus 3, we basically take the y-intercept and we subtract by 3. And this will get minus 21, but g of x doesn't even have a y-intercept. I mean, the y-intercept is 0. So B is wrong, A is wrong, um, so B is wrong. Similarly, C is also wrong because if we add 3 in here, there will be this will be 15 minus 15, and G doesn't have y-intercept, so C is wrong. D, F. So we left with D and E. So this is a hard one because um, one way to do is actually substitute each of this into, I mean, substitute each of the the expression inside the bracket. I mean, substitute x minus 3 to the fx here and see if it outputs g of x. So let me do that. So let's take, but this, I mean, I warn you that this is a bit um, tedious and very error prone to do. So I would suggest you do this way. So let me just do it one example. So let me just do D, and if D doesn't turn out to be wrong, then the answer must be E, right? Because it's similar. So but I would suggest you to do this one. So we substitute x minus 3 to every x here, x here, x here, x here, and x. I mean, yeah, all of x. And this x minus 3 cubic x minus 3 will be uh, the cubic of x minus 3 square of x plus 3x minus the cubic of 3, which 27. Because if you remember, a minus b cubic of a minus b is cubic of a minus by b times square of a times b plus 3a times square of b minus cubic of b. Okay, so we apply it to here, and this is just 10 of square of x minus 2 times 3 6x plus 9, and this will get 27x minus 27 times 3 is, let me see, 81. 81 minus 80. Okay, so we can just destroy all the bracket here. multiply all of it out. Okay. Yeah, you can see this question is taking pretty long to solve it. Yeah, so we can just destroy all bracket, and this has a minus sign before, so it's going to change all the sign inside. 60x. This is very error prone. If I mean, by the time pressure of the test, so this way is very error prone. So I would never suggest you to do this way. So 81 minus 1 minus 18 is minus 99, and so we have x3 here, and the value of 3x 3 x squared by this. Did I do it right or wrong? Yeah, I think I do it right. So is this 13x squared, um, 3x? So this is very error prone. I mean, just eliminate that so that we can know which one we have already eliminated. So 3x, 60x plus 27x. 3 plus 60 plus 27, which is 90x. So looking at this, we can figure out definitely not GFX. So right, but let me just calculate it all of it to show you which the exact. So this is equal to this equation. So D is definitely not the answer because this is definitely not GFX. So D is wrong. So we left with E as our answer choice. But as I mentioned, you shouldn't do this way because this is too long to do it. So I would suggest you to actually, you already, so I've told you the way to eliminate A, B, and C. So we left with D and E. So let me just, so we left with D and E. And the best way I think to do this question is actually to graph both of F and G and see their relative position to each other. Because if x minus 3, x minus 3 will be shifted to the right by 3 units. So let me draw a function here. So this is fx, right? And f of x minus 3 will be shifted to the right 3 units, right? I hope you know this. And because each value of x here is so each value of fx will be each value of x, I mean the x-axis will be subtracted by 3, so it will be shifted to the right. I mean, just imagine the function shift to the right. So this is will be f x plus 3 will be shifted to the left 3 unit, and we just now all we need to do is graph the two functions and see their relative position to see if they are shifted to the right and left. If it's to the right, then it will be D, and if to the left, it will be E. So this is right. So if it's shift to the right 2 units, it could be D, and if this is shift left to 2 units, then it will be E. So let's graph it. Okay, I've already graphed it here. The blue line is represents g of x, and the red line is fx, and we can see that um, the blue line is actually the red line, but shift left to the 3 unit. I mean, if you see it closely, it will be shift to the left by 3 unit. You see, 1, 2, 3. It will be shift to the left by 3 units. So this is 1, 0, and this will be minus 2, 0. So shift every point of fx will be shift to the left 2 units. So this similarly this 6, 0. This will be 3, 0. It will shift to the left 2 unit. And because it's shift to the left, the answer therefore must be E as our answer choice for question 50. Okay.